much. How did I do with the debate the other night?
Oh,
He kicked that old broken down pile of crap.
Yeah.
It's a bad guy. He just quit, you know. He's quitting the race.
Is that right?
Yep, I got him out of the race. And that means we have Kamala. I think she's going to be better. She's so bad. She's so pathetic.
It's so amazing.
It's just so bad. So,
I just can't imagine.
but can you imagine that guy with dealing with Putin and the president of China, who's a fierce person? He's a fierce man, a very tough guy. And they see him. They probably he can't. But they just announced he's probably quitting.
Good.
Very good.
Yeah, that's amazing.
You just keep knocking him out, huh?
Thank you.
See, this man got these Edomites really believing he's gonna be so great. But this shows you the division of Babylon the Great. But I want to say Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm gonna give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone that rule well. Blessings and salutations to the whole elect. Noise in the gospel, broad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, wherever they may be. Give me 1 second. This is just a quick lesson through the Spirit. Lord's will be edifying. Basically,
things are heating up with a potential withdrawal from President Joe Biden, as we're all.
Basically, what you were just seeing was a so-called leaked video of Donald Trump, basically stating that this guy Biden was going to drop out of the presidential selections, and you know, like we always say, man, it's all again, it's all theatrics. At the end of the day, you know, they talk shit about each other and have all this perceived hatred towards one another, but then they go and grape little boys and girls together and drink blood, and they go to these luminary parties and all this other stuff, you know. But the thing of it is, it's the people, okay? Because overall, the people are somewhat dictating the pace of the world, so to speak. Even though the elites, they set the moniker and people go as they see, but overall, based on this presidential selection, and I say selection because we know presidents are selected and not elected, but overall, we know that people are going to oftentimes react to what's being put in front of them. So the fact that Trump put out this video calling this guy Biden, said he's going to drop out the selection, well, just off the strength of that, the Democratic parties and those that pledge to be Democrats, they're going to bug the hell out over there, and they're going to start to react over certain things that's being put out by the alleged opposing party, which is going to create a further division here in America. As you see, the people are completely divided, okay, among Jake, among Esau. You got Edomites that's at war with other Edomites, which Edomite on Edomite crime has always been a thing, okay? They just share more light on Jake crime, but Esau has always been in a divisive state, except for when it came to oppressing Jake. But now, as we're seeing with these presidential selections, they said this guy, what's this guy name of the governor of California, I think, I forgot the guy's name, but basically I believe he's going to be the replacing presidential candidate. And you got people that saying Michelle Obama, aka Michael, and then Kamala Harris is going to assume the stand to run for the president of the United States in 2024, which me personally, it may not be no election because it is very comical. Or they should just give it to Trump, because I don't really see an eligible, neither one of them are eligible. But this is America. It's a fucking circus. You know, it's a shit show. But regardless of it, they might as well just give it to Trump then, because, I mean, Biden's clearly he's not able. He's in his 80s and he's senile, and, you know, only thing he knows how to do is give moles rights, take away rights from so-called black men, and elevate women and spend a lot of money, you know, and trip over things and grape kids. So, I mean, safe to say that he's not really an eligible candidate. And even 4 years ago, they was questioning his cognitive abilities on running for president, because, you know, the guy was tripping up the stairs. He was slurring his words, and he wasn't really, you know, he didn't really bring a formidable fight. He's not a formidable opponent. And they said the only reason why he won 4 years ago is because they stole the selections, you know. And like I said, all these things are rigged. They know who's going to get in there. They knows if it's going to be a selection. They knows if there's going to be martial law on the streets, some type of attack hitting America that's going to suspend the elections or what. They already know, okay? They just giving you dumb people the so-called illusion of choice. Because now, hey, black women, so-called black men, in particular candidates for the Democratic, they're in panic mode now. You know, Keisha's in panic mode because, you know, she realized that her OnlyFans career is coming to an end. She's losing money. You know, she's basically getting cut off child support. So the black woman is in sheer panic mode because we know that they support these degenerates, which Donald Trump is a degenerate too. Okay, he's not in a better boat than Biden, but he has more competence about himself, and he's speaking what people want to hear. Okay, some of the things he says, in fact, true. Doesn't mean that he's a righteous man, but he's speaking some facts in certain things. But either way it go, even if he does become the president of the United States, it doesn't mean that he's gonna make this place great. Because I'm gonna tell you straightforward, this place was never great for the children of Israel. Okay, this place was never righteous for our people, but instead it's done nothing but bring rape, robbery, massacre, murder, division, confusion, okay, and more idol worship to our people. And the Most High, enough is enough. Okay, we may not have no more selections. I don't know. I pray that there ain't no selection. I pray that this place is destroyed. I pray that something happens, and if Donald Trump do get in office, I pray that he be the man that go to war with China and Russia, because they even mentioned, they said, well, look, even if Trump gets in there, he's not going to redact on the tensions that America has caused on the Russians, you know, the Chinese, the Koreans, the Iranians, you know, the Syrians. They like, look, no matter if Trump gets in there, we don't trust it, because they know that America have a history of snaking their alleged allies. They say one thing and they do something totally different. Okay, so that's a known fact with the West. So either way it go, this place is going to be destroyed. So this wasn't going to be a long lesson. It's got a couple of precepts here, but before I go in, I want to see some of the articles that this guy Steve Ram put out, because he puts out some decent shows. I mean, you know, he gets out some decent information, but him, just like the other preppers, they are hoping in the survival of America, but deep in their spirit, they know that this place has no time left. You know, like, I'm at the crib right now because I had the day off, and I may have heard 3 or 4 fireworks go off or firecrackers go off. I haven't heard any. It's been quiet up here. And I stay in a predominantly Edomite. It's a lot of Edomites up here. Okay, it's not like higher class. It's like lower middle class Edomites. And you have Jakes up here, you know. And up this way, Esau ain't really dealing with the fireworks. And usually they're Independence Day crazy, but they know in their spirit this shit is done. Now, if you go to the south side of Kansas City, it's a bunch of fireworks, because it's niggas out there. It's Jake. Jake is popping the fireworks because they like the way it sounds. It's destructive, you know. So if you hear fireworks, it's really Jake. Esau, he doesn't feel the freedom here anymore because he's losing. Okay, which shows you that a kingdom is divided against itself. You see. So let's get the book of Matthew 12, and let's go to verses 25. It says, "And Yahushua knew their thoughts, and said it to them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought into desolation, and every city or house divided against itself should not stand," right? And if you look at this country, it's divided on all sides, from political parties to social class, you know, to economic class. All is divided on all sides, man. You know, you go to the workplace, you got the liberals and the woke people versus the conservative people, you know, and vice versa. You know, you speak politics or a particular religion against people that don't believe, then there you go. It's another division, okay? Especially the division in politics. Okay, they can't vote on whether they want a man to be a man or a boy to be a girl, you know? They can't even, they have a problem with figuring out fucking pronouns. You got over 100 and some different genders now, when the scriptures only created 2, male and female. Created he, them, she, them. Like, what are you saying? So these people are trying to figure out what to label a female, whether it's a it, he, she, them, may, or whatever. But yeah, you getting ready to fight a world war. But they can't even come to terms on what the fucking woman is, or what a fucking woman is. A woman, she, her. She, it's a damn woman. It's a female. You know? So how the hell is America and the candidates of America, how the hell are they going to make choices on the world scale that's going to bring people into safety and prosperity? They can't do it. So this is the sign of an empire dying. Okay, they can't even vote on what a fucking man is. But these are the people that you want to be the leaders of the so-called free world. Please. Okay, this earth needs a new rulership. And it's going to get that. All right. But it says, "And if Satan casts out Satan, he is divided against himself. how shall then his kingdom stand? So the division here, you heard Trump saying, basically he said this is a bad guy, but he had to cut himself off. But you hear what he said. He said he's going to drop out, you know, because that presidential debate, that shit was comical, man. And I didn't even have to watch it all to get the understanding of it. It was comical on both behalves of it, because both these old Edomite men going back and forth like they arguing over fucking lunch trays or something, man, or bag lunches or some shit. Oh, you had the green apple. I want the green apple. No, I want the red apple. And get into a scuffle off that. But nonetheless, DJ Trump did make some interesting points about, you know, the way that this society is heading. And honestly speaking, we don't give a damn. Okay, our ultimate goal is to see Yahushua come back and put you Edomites and subjugate you against your will and raise up his people. That's what we care about. Okay, we don't care about all this November 6th or 7th, whenever that madness is. I think it's November 4th or 5th. I don't know. Shit, I ain't voting over 10 years, so I mean, I can't tell you, but I do know it's in November, the first Tuesday in November, whatever day that is, you know. So anyway, it says, and if Satan casts out Satan, he is divided against himself. How then should his kingdom stand? And the answer to that question, his kingdom is not going to stand. It's a done deal. All right. Revelation 13, and I'm going to start at verses 10. It says, and he that leadeth into captivity should go into captivity. It says, and he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and faith of all the saints. Okay, so this is your ultimate future, Esau. Slavery. And the Bible clearly tells us that there's going to be a captivity for you Edomites once Yahushua come back. Okay, and we're reading the precept here. Also, you can read it in Isaiah 14, Jeremiah 30, 16 on down. Okay, 2nd Esdras, the 13th chapter, and there's many other scriptures that goes into us subjugating you damn devils, you crackers, man. It says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. So this is in your political parties. Yeah, Trump is speaking sweetly, you know, and he sounds good. He sounds more conservative and not liberal, but he sounds all conservative and constitutional. But the minute he gets in there, hey, he's going to have to play ball with the Rothschilds, man. Okay, he's going to have to do what they say, or they going to chitty chitty bang bang, nigga. You know, that's what they going to do. And it says, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And that first beast is talking about the Roman Empire, okay? Because we know that the ancient Roman Empire fell, okay? And then you had the rising of what they call the Byzantine Empire, or the Dark Ages, or the medieval period. And then what happens after that is the Renaissance, which we're in the Renaissance period right now. This is still considered a Renaissance, okay? But it says, 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, you know, your Republican parties. Because in the ancient Rome, you had political parties. You had the plebeians and the patricians. I believe one of them was for the rich, and then I believe the other one was just like for the so-called wellness of the people. But that whole thing termed democracy, that goes back until like, I believe the early 1900s, maybe the 1800s. But even then, they ran circles around you Jakes, man. The Democratic Party wasn't vibing with Jake, but even today, you Jakes still are tricked into believing that the Democratic Party is for your liberals, for your liberalism. And when they mean about liberals, meaning that they give you the license to destroy yourself through idolatrous means, meaning that a man can dress up as a woman, like we saw it out there in the Bay Area. Hey, you got men out there, Momo men, drags, walking out there, pissing on each other, rods swinging. You know, all this other madness, all this other madness that they got going on, you know, as far as parading themselves in front of little kids. But if you want to marry a 20-year-old woman or a 21-year-old woman, young woman, then all of a sudden they want to call you a predator. But yet a grown-ass Edomite man could pull his rod out in front of a 6-year-old boy and there's no arrest. So that's what they mean by liberals. And this is the type of freakism that this political party has pushed on our people. And Jake, they love to have it so. They ate it up, man. This is why the Lord have to come back and destroy this place. You see? One last precept and I end it. This is the book of Sirach 10. And I'm going to start at verses like 5. Matter of fact, no, let's start at verses, let's start at 1. It says, a wise judge would instruct his people, And a government of a prudent man is well ordered, okay? And Yahweh Shai is going to come up and set up a prudent government. Okay, you ain't going to have furries and drag hours in the kingdom of heaven. We ain't going to have little boys getting grabbed up by old Edomite males or little girls getting grabbed up by Edomite males and putting them in sexual. We ain't dealing with that. Okay, you Edomites are going into slavery right along with you other nations. And it says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. So when you have a freakism or freaking office, then this is why the people are all out of whack. Okay, like in 4 years, we didn't saw this kingdom decline twice the rate it was declining prior then. And this place was falling rapidly because you had all types of freakism going on. But we told you when Biden got in office and the Democrats got in office, you was going to have all types of shit. You know, the most Kamala Harris can give you is a speech on weed and Tupac in the 12th grade and supporting fucking homosexuals. That's all. That's the most she's giving you out of 4 years. And you nigger women seem to think that that's the advocator of your freedom. Jake is comical, man. But it reads, it says, what manner of the ruler of the city is such are all they that dwell therein. And an unwise king destroyed his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city should be inhabited. Okay? Because right now, man, hey, we don't have, it's not, this place is far from righteous. It's wickedness, man. And it says that the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time, he will set over it one that is profitable. And that's going to be Yahweh Shai. And with the 144,000, with King David being under Yahweh Shai rulership, and the rest of us on down. You know? So right now, the Most High is allowing these people to rule in power because, hey, that's his way of justifying on destroying America. So people like the Biden administration had to be set up because that adds to the iniquity of Babylon, man. You know? But anyway, with that, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Lord's will, you will edify until the next lesson. Shalom.